All right, welcome everybody. It is great to have you here today. And I'm so excited that you are joining us for our workshop here, How to Look and Sound Great in Video. My name is Cheryl Tan, and I'll be your host for the next hour and a half. I hope you'll be able to stay with us for the next 90 minutes, as I hope that you walk away learning something valuable about video. So this is pretty interactive. You can probably tell by the way I started this is I really want to get your input, your feedback, your questions. And so let's start right now by in the chat, if you could let us know who you are, what you do, and where you're coming to us from. I know that this series is going around the country, so we can have people here from all over. I do recognize some faces and names, so I know some of you are from right around the corner. I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I'm going to tell you all about me in just a little bit. But if you wouldn't mind just putting in the chat who you are, what you do, where you live right now. Because one of the things that I really love about this video series that we're doing is that it's connecting people. And I think I know now more than ever, we need that connection point. And this series that we have with Old Dominion University, with the Women's Business Center, allows that to happen. If you're here, in my experience, if you're here, you are a career professional. You may be in business. You may be thinking about starting a business. You may be thinking about selling a business and starting your own personal brand. So if you are one of those people, awesome. That's fantastic. Happy to have you here. If you're not, let me know, and we can tailor this training to help you where you want to be. You're in the right place if you want to learn how to use video more effectively, whether it's for your personal brand, for your career, or for your business. So let me say to you first, if you are here, chances are you're in one of three camps. Number one, maybe this is like your first time being on video, like this right here, where you are with me today is your first crack at being on camera. Awesome. And maybe you're interested because you see all the video in your social media feeds. You want to see how you can tap into some of that awesomeness of video because maybe you've connected with somebody through video. Okay, that's camp number one. Camp number two is you want to start using video more effectively, but you're a little bit gun shy. You're scared to start and you're trying to figure out how to get over your fears. I had a conversation with someone a few months ago, and I think she was in that camp. I know she was in that camp where she wanted to create videos, but was not sure how to get over the fear of making that happen. And if that's you, that's completely fine. We're here for you to support you. But what I determined from our conversation is that her why for wanting to create videos wasn't quite large enough. And that's fine too. There's no judgment. So I want us to really think about what you want to create videos for. What is the purpose? Is it because you are launching a book? Is it because you have a book? I think we've got some authors in here. Is it because you're trying to create a foundation? Happens a lot where maybe you've done some really great work in your business or your career and you're launching some sort of foundation. Maybe you're just trying to get new business. Okay. But whatever that is, it's got to be big enough because creating videos does take a little bit of work. I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot of work. I'm about to shoot a video after this video and it's going to be, it'll take me a couple hours. I'm not going to lie. So it takes a little bit of work. It's not impossible. It's not insurmountable, but it takes a little bit. So we need to have a very clear purpose into why we're doing this. The third camp is, Cheryl, I create videos all the time. I'm just trying to see what you know. And that's fine too. We have plenty of Q&A planned for this. And I want you to feel free and open to ask your questions. If you have any questions now, let me know. I'm just going to check the chat to see if there's anything I need to answer before I share my presentation with you. Welcome, everyone. Virginia, welcome. Sandra, welcome. Let's see. We've got someone from Northeast England. That's awesome. Welcome. Nataki from Chesapeake, awesome, has a business as well. Neely, fantastic, a published author. Ed from Virginia Beach. And we have men here too, by the way, and we welcome everyone, even though it is the Women's Business Center that is hosting this. Suda, welcome. Debbie, thank you. Liz, hello. Shakita, Heather, hello, hello. Okay, we got people from all over and people from my backyard. So it's fantastic to have all of you here today. All right, I'm going to share my screen. And if you have questions, post them. And then I'll open up the mic later also for any questions that you might have. What I want to share with you too is that this is just the first in a 3-part series. So we're really going to get very focused on what you look and sound like in this workshop, in this particular workshop. But then we're going to grow and I'm going to write down, I'm going to share the dates with you. And Tasha, if you get a minute to also share the dates for the next 2 workshops. The next one is February 23rd. The third one is on March 23rd. So February 23rd and March 23rd. And this will build. So this workshop is just the first in a 3-part series. I can't cover everything. I can answer any of your questions, but the second and third parts will also help you as you create systems and processes for making video work for you and your business. Today, our focus is on how to look and sound great, because that's, like, I know you all, I know me. We want to start with the right foot forward. And that's the way we're going to do that. But we talk more about systems and processes and making it work for your business in parts 2 and 3 of this series. So again, February 23rd and March 23rd, they're already in the calendar and I'm super excited about this. So before we get any further, you might be like, who is she? Who is talking? My name is Cheryl Tan. I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm a speaker, a video content creator, and a consultant, and I have my own business. My background is in television news. So for the last couple of decades, I've been in front of the camera. I've worked in television stations in Georgia and in Virginia. So some of you I saw were in Richmond. I used to work in Richmond. Most recently, I worked at a TV station, I've worked at 2 TV stations in the Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Virginia area. So my background really is in interviewing people. It's in helping people feel comfortable in front of the camera. And it's also being in front of the camera, making just about every mistake known to man. Just about, and it's all been live. And I hope you see that not as she's really not as professional, but more as, if I can do it, you can do this too. And 6 years ago, I decided to leave a job I loved. I loved being in front of the camera, talking with people, sharing their stories for the news. But tell me if you have ever felt this way, where you felt that you had gone to a place where you wanted to be, but then you looked up and you're like, I think I can do more. And that's where I was. It's a tough career. A lot of hours that are off hours. So I worked early morning. In the past, I'd worked holidays, nights, weekends, all of the things. But then once you get to the place where you feel content, then you look up and you think, I think I can do more. And so I started a business, which was probably one of the scariest things I've ever done. But 6 years later, I'm still here and I have the opportunity to partner with really wonderful organizations like ODU's Women's Business Center to share with you what I know in order to help you grow on camera. That's my goal, is to really help you do this. I've had the opportunity to interview thousands of people, thousands. Some of them wanted to talk to me. Some of them didn't matter. My goal is still to get the story out to the right person and the people who need to hear it. So that's just a little bit about me. What I want you to know about why this is important for you, why maybe you are here, maybe this is why you are joining me today, is because 93% of marketers say they've landed a new customer thanks to video on social media. How many of you are like, that was me? I've been in my house and all I see are videos on Instagram and on Facebook. And then I see videos on Hulu and I buy something because of a video that I watched. It's powerful, scary, because, all my money is going away. But let me know, raise your hand. I can only see some of you, but how many of you have bought something, whether you wanted to or not, right? You bought something because of a video on social media. And then if you're a business owner, then you're like, how do I get some of that? How do I do some of that? And some of that is what I'm modeling for you today. So this is video, right? This is a chance for you to know me. I'm a business owner, as you know. I work with marketing teams. I work with solo business owners to help them grow on video. And this is just one way. This series is just one way that I serve my clients and customers, and you can do the same thing. So the majority of business owners I speak with are just not sure how to get started. They're like, okay, I'm sold. I'm good. They don't know what kind of equipment they need. They don't know what to say. They are just not sure how to win clients with video. Is that where you are? Raise hand or not? Okay, great. So please think of your questions. You can post them in the chat or just save them and we can actually run through them later. Because if this sounds like you are not alone, and I'm going to work with you to help you get from, okay, I'm ready to get started, to, all right, I'm going to shoot a video once we get done with this. Remember what I said, right? I'm ready to shoot a video once we get done with this. And I can see some of you. So you may be thinking in your head, that's not going to be me. Yep, it's going to be me. Yes, it's going to be you. All right, so you're going to leave here today knowing the equipment you're going to need so you can get started right now. And because you're already on camera with me right now, you have the equipment you need. Like you can buy more, like you can always buy more. But because you're already on Zoom with me, you're good to go. Why you should get started, even if you've never been on camera before. And by the way, because you're here, this is your first time. So this won't be, when you shoot your next video, it's going to be your next video, not the first time. Why you need to create valuable content your community will depend on. And the one thing you can do to create confidence on camera. This one thing is one of my favorite things to do. And I've been doing this myself, and it's been really fun. So I'm going to share a couple of stories of people just like you, people just like me, people who never anticipated the power of being on camera and now cannot see what their business would be like without it. So this is Misty Lineburger. She is a CPA. She has an accountancy. She's an accountant. She has a bookkeeping business. And as you can see, she is one of my students in a program I have called the Video Bootcamp. And before last March, so before the pandemic, she had never done any videos. And if you follow her, so now you could go to her business is called Pixel Financial. If you find her on Facebook, if you find her on YouTube or LinkedIn, you find her name or her business name, she puts out videos once a week. She's like a machine, like she is a machine. But before last March, she had never done this before. But once the pandemic happened and we were all forced into our houses, she, as a business owner, did what many business owners do. She was like, how am I going to serve my customers and clients? Like, what am I going to do? Literally, what am I going to do? And so since she couldn't go into their offices, she was like, well, I have this knowledge. I'm working on helping them understand the PPP and the small business loans. I know that. I'm really not sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to get on camera. So she got on camera and just started talking to her clients as if they were in front of her. So she looked in the camera and they were not there physically, but she was like, okay, I'm picturing one of my clients. I'm going to tell them what they need to know about the PPP. And she posted that on Facebook and she connected with hundreds of people who didn't know probably didn't know what she really did. Because, people don't really know what you do until you tell them. If they did know what she did, they understood more of what she did, of what she was able to do, because she explained the PPP and a little bit of her work with helping clients get through the hump. And then I found her. So I saw her video and I was like, that was excellent, but it can be better. So I reached out to her and I said exactly that. And I was so proud of her for putting herself out there. And then we worked on a few things that helped her level up her videos. And the few things I told her, I'm going to tell you today. And then she enrolled in one of my programs, and now she is a machine. You can't stop her. She's got videos coming out every week to help you understand this new round of loans, to help you as we approach another tax season, help you figure out deductions. And so I'm not telling you to, well, I am telling you to find her videos because she'll help you educate yourself on some of the things you need to know money-wise that we all need to know as business owners, which I didn't know either, by the way, because I'm a journalist, right? So I didn't know any of that stuff, but having her help me, and I'm learning through her videos, can help you as well. So my point being is she's gotten clients from people around the world because her videos have connected her message with people she didn't know before. Here's another one of my clients. Her name is Kristina Carter. She is in the mortgage business. They have had an incredible year. And she's one of those women who has so much knowledge about her industry, mortgage, finance, how to get out of debt. And she's got a huge passion to helping people overcome some of the challenges that they have when it comes to money. But she was very hesitant about getting in front of the camera. And yet she had a huge why. She just was not sure how to get over that hump of being scared. And so what I did is I made her get on camera. I went to her office and we threw up a camera and we started recording. And after a while, she really got used to it. And now she doesn't think anything of it. She's another one. You find her on social media. Her name is Kristina Carter, CMS Mortgage Solutions. Her videos are everywhere. She is a machine. Does it take work? Yes. Is it worth it? Yeah. She had an incredible year last year. So all that changed for them was having a video plan. All that will change for you is that same thing. And I'm going to give you that plan. And you can absolutely do what these ladies have done. And as I mentioned to you earlier, that, we all start at the very beginning. I started my first day on television was in my first TV job in Macon, Georgia. I had no business being on television. None. None. But they give you a job. They think they see something in you, and then they say, go, don't fail. And there's a lot of power in that. You have to start somewhere, and we're going to start here today in the very beginning. And the process I'm sharing with you today is the process I created since I've made every single video mistake known to man. All right. So, and I mentioned some of this earlier, that my passion really is helping you get to that next step. I always wanted to be a teacher, and I don't necessarily see myself as a teacher. My family really they call me some things that I'm not going to mention, but it really is helping you get to the next level. So it's not always very kind, but I want to say it's like being a teacher. And so having a mentor where you are can help you do that. So I kind of look at myself as a mentor, maybe a teacher. And, I've certainly had mentors in the schooling that I've had and in the workplaces that I've been in that have been invaluable in helping to move this forward. So as I share this framework with you, I want you to take a screenshot, write it down, whatever you need to do. I did not come up with this on the job. I came up with this since then. So when you're in the job, when you're in the news business and you've got 30 deadlines a day, you have to be on camera. You have to produce video or you get fired. You don't think about these steps. And so since leaving the newsroom, I realized that this is it's very simple process of creating video, sustainable video. And so if some of it seems a little disjointed, hopefully it doesn't now, but it seemed disjointed to me as I was coming up with it, because I was like, you just do it. But when you're talking with people who've never been around video before, this is the process that you go through. And we're really going to focus on steps 1 and 2 in today's session. And then we'll go through 3, 4, and 5 in sessions 2 and 3, February 23rd and March 23rd. So be sure to sign up for that And Tasha, hopefully if there's a way to put links so they can sign up, that would be great. If not, we can figure out a way to get people the information to sign up for these workshops, all free. So let me ask you, and here's where I'm going to have a little bit of interaction with you. So the first step in my 5-step no-fail video formula is to prepare. Some people get stuck with this where they're worried about their equipment. They're worried about their hair and makeup. They're worried about maybe their background, not looking professional. And so we delve into fixing this issue in step 1. This is like the technical stuff. And really that's what we're going to talk about today, like the technical stuff that holds people back. Maybe it's editing, maybe it's your camera, maybe it's your microphone. But whatever that is, that's step 1. We get rid of that today. Step 2 is what you say on camera. The fear of not knowing necessarily how to position yourself to reach the client base you're trying to reach. So in this step, we really delve into figuring out how you say the right thing to the right audience. And, this is a really, I'm the only woman in a house full of boys. I've got 3 teen boys and then a husband. So I really sometimes feel like I'm an island. It's all by myself, just all by myself. One day I snapped at them. I was like, anyway, I can't say what I said to them, but anyway, I was really angry with them just because they were all looking at me and that was it. They were just looking at me. And so the videos they watch and the videos I watch are very different. The videos that resonate with me, very different from the videos that resonate with them. And I cannot even tell you what they watch. It's appalling. It's not off color either. It's just appalling. I would never watch that. But we are trying to hit different audiences. So your audience may be different from mine. And that's okay. And we delve into that in step 2. Step 3 is the process that you use to create your videos. When I hosted a show a few years ago, it was called HR Business Weekly. It was with one of the affiliates here locally. It was a business focused show where we interviewed entrepreneurs. We realized after we were running the show for 2 or 3 months that we couldn't keep shooting one-off videos. We couldn't keep going to this business owner in Norfolk and this business owner in Virginia Beach and this business owner in Chesapeake. We couldn't do that once a week and still, because this is not a full-time job, and still be able to do the other work that we're doing. Couldn't do it, just could not do that. So what we figured out is we needed to create a process, and we started to batch videos. So we would take the first Wednesday of every month and shoot 12 videos. The business owners came to us and we shot 12 in a row. Did it make for a really long Wednesday? Yeah, sure did. But when we were done, we had 12 videos ready to go for the next month and a half. And then we overlapped it the first Wednesday, the first Wednesday of the next month. But that's where we figure out your process. How are you going to make this work for you so you're not working every day for video? The 4th step of this is publishing. One of the things I always tell the students in my video boot camp is nobody sees a video you don't publish. I'm just going to let that sink in for a moment. You're like, why would I create a video and not publish it? Yeah, that's what I say too, but it happens more than you know. Nobody sees a video you don't publish. And then the last part of this is actually really important. And this is the part I struggle with. So if you're going to ask me where I fall down in part 5. I can create all day long. But if you don't promote your videos, if you don't let more people know that they are something that they can enjoy, then you're actually doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing them a disservice because they're not able to see what you've created. So let me know in the chat, where are you struggling? Step 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Do you, and actually, if you want to say, I struggle with preparing, positioning, processing, publishing, or promoting, let me know, where are you having issues with right now? So as we delve a little bit deeper into the preparation part, I want you to think about this. Use what you have. and then level up when it's time. So I'm at the point right now, and I'll just tell you right now, I am using currently, like I like to let people know what I'm using. So I have a MacBook Air and I have an HD webcam. So I'm using a Logitech C920, which I think is sold out at the moment because everyone's on Zoom and everyone's doing all the things. But I'm thinking about getting a DSLR. But for the last 6 years, I really just use my MacBook Air. I just started using the C920. I just started using it. I have an iPhone XR and I think they look just fine. You probably have an iPhone that is just fine to use the videos that you want to create. When you feel like, maybe you're doing a lot more video, maybe you want to get that cool blurred background look that I do not have right now, but that's my next thing. Get a DSLR. And it's funny. It's really funny because I was talking to somebody about equipment, right? Because you can geek out on equipment all day long. I was telling somebody, I was like, I want to get a new camera because I want a little bit of that blurred background. Like it's like in the back of my mind. It's like not a huge thing. So it's not going to stop me from creating videos, but it's one of the things that one day I might get. So there's no real sense of urgency. But the reason I mention that to you is it's not going to stop me from creating. Am I super thrilled by my background? No, not really. But is it stopping me? No. So I want that to be what you take away is please use what you have and level up when it's time. There's a time and a place for professional video. There's always a time and a place for that. And if that is for you, then yeah, I can connect you with videographers who already have a DSLR, who already have that camera, the red camera. I think those are like $2,000. They might be more actually. So when we're talking about preparation, and I mentioned it a little bit earlier, is batching your videos creating videos takes time, and batching them will save you time. So if you are going to, for example, shoot 4 videos to be released once a week over the next month, it will be a huge burst of energy that you'll need to create the scripts for those videos, to sit down in front of the camera and churn it out, and then to edit it, right? But if you do that once a month, then you just kind of have like 1 or 2 bad days or really fun days if you choose to look at it like that. You have 1 or 2 days where you put in the work and you have more energy on those days. You're more efficient on the other days when you're not doing that. And you can really just take that one day and create months worth of content in one sitting, depending on how much how much energy you have, and maybe having somebody like an accountability partner pushing you to create more videos in that one sitting. So I just want you to think about that. As we talk, and unfortunately, I think I missed a slide. I don't know where it went, but when I come off of these slides, I'm going to really talk about audio, video, and lighting. So I realize now I'm missing a slide and I apologize, but no worries. When I come off of video, we're going to go through everyone's video here on screen who wants to go through it. When we're talking about positioning and creating content your audience wants to hear, this I really want you to hear is to answer questions that your audience has through video. If some of you are following me on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Sheryl Tan. If anyone asks me a question, and the questions range from, where do I look on Zoom? Like where exactly do I look when I'm on Zoom? Like that's going to be the video I create next week, by the way. How do I do an interview on Zoom? I have a video on that. Actually, that's coming out today. Like I'm going to be shooting that once we get off this call. I'm shooting that video today. One of my most successful videos that I have on my YouTube channel is somebody who asked me a question. I want to start hosting videos like you on Zoom. How do I do that? And so I've created a video, how to be a host on Zoom. So for you, whatever your industry is, whatever you are an expert in. People ask you questions all the time. And if they're asking you that, you can answer that question in a video. And the power of that is if somebody asks you that again, because most likely you get the same questions over and over again, just like I do, then all I do is I send them to my YouTube channel, or I give them a link where I say, here's a video that I did that I think may help you. How to be a great host on Zoom. You're doing an event coming up. Check this out. See what you think about it. And if you have any more questions, let me know. And that's what my friend Misty just did. So that's why she's able to create so much video and share that video over time, is she gets a ton of questions about tax expenses. And is this expense deductible? And, can I take my team out for lunch, and can I use that as an expense? So like all of that, she just answers that in a video. And when she gets questions about that, which inevitably she does, she just sends them the playlist to the tax deduction playlist on her YouTube channel. And you can do that as well. You can absolutely do that as well. Let me know if you have any questions about that. So I promise you we're going to get to audio, lights, and video in a moment, but I want to share this bonus step with you. One of my students said to me after the wrap up of one of my sessions, he said, what Cheryl wants you to do is talk to yourself. And I was like, oh, that's really good. So I'm going to ask you to talk to yourself. I'm going to challenge you to start your video process when we get off today. This doesn't have to be something you publish. It does not have to be something you publish. But what I'm going to challenge you to do is to take your phone. I know you have one. And to put it on selfie mode and start recording yourself, and record some 60-minute something about what you learned in this session. I'm never going to see it. I want you to watch it when you're done. No one's going to see it. And I'm going to challenge you to do this every day for a week. And by the end of 7 days, you will be more confident. Video is a muscle. Now, here's a what if that I love. What if day 5, you're like, that's really good. I'm really good at this. And what if you take that video and post it to IGTV? What if you sent it what if you put it to unlisted YouTube, put it on YouTube, unlisted, or, listed, like public, and sent it to one of your clients? What if it was just a video to a client, and that person received that message, and maybe he or she needed to hear that right then and there? Maybe you helped them get unstuck for some reason. So, okay. So that's my challenge to you is for 7 days, talk to yourself on your iPhone, your Android. You can do it in your laptop too. You can do it through QuickTime. So technology shouldn't be the issue. Just record. You're not editing. It's not going anywhere. But boy, by day 5 or 6, you might be like, I'm on fire. This needs to go somewhere. And if it does, let me know. Reach out to me on social media. I'd love to hear that. Okay. So start where you are with a smartphone, a window, and a quiet room. So when we're talking about starting where you are, I really mean it's kind of a dreary day here. And I do have a light on me. It is one of those umbrella lights. But if I just pushed my laptop closer to the window, dreary as it is still dreary outside. If I did that, the light would be just fine. So I encourage you to find the light wherever you are. And using your smartphone or your laptop or whatever you are shooting your videos with, to make sure that you're angled in a way where you're looking up at your camera instead of looking down. So really your framing is what I want you to be more aware of. So if family members of yours have started using Zoom, or maybe they started using Zoom over the summer because you weren't able to see them. My dad is 81 years old. And every time on Zoom, it's like this. I'm like, Dad, what's going on? Like, we've been doing this for like, and he's so proud of himself. Like, he's really good on Zoom now, but every time it's like this. So before you shoot your videos, if you are just more cognizant of your framing and your light, we're going to level up your videos almost like 60%. And so when I talk about framing, I would like for you to be in your frame, and I'm gonna come off of this slideshow in just a moment to really show you what I mean. But I want you to be head and shoulders in the frame with like an inch of space from the top of the screen and the top of your head. So my background, I don't love it, but it's clear. You don't see the clutter in my office. The clutter in my office is like everywhere else, but it's not here. So if you're going to shoot your videos, let's look for a place that doesn't let everyone else know how cluttered your home may be or how cluttered my home is, right? So I don't want you to see that, like not yet. Like we're not at that point yet where you need to see that. But here, you have a little bit of framing. It's not perfect, no, but you see only me, and you know that in my video shot, I want you to be focused on me. And I want you to look into the camera, wherever that is. If the camera is that little circle at the top of your laptop, maybe it's a webcam like mine is, but I want you to look in the camera as you're shooting your videos. Maybe if you're looking into your phone, you need to find out where that is. So here, this is my iPhone. I'm going to look here on my phone, because what you're doing is you're creating a relationship with the people who need to hear what you have to say, and they want to see your eyes. They do. They want to see your eyes. They want to see that you are connecting with them, even though for you it's a little odd because they're not there, but they'll feel that connection. They will feel that connection. Oh, and the quiet room is important too. So I am using a microphone. I'm using an ATR 2100. It is a fantastic microphone. There are a lot on the market out there. You do not need to get a microphone if this is not something. You don't need to get a microphone, but you do need to find a quiet place. So a place with carpet and window hangings, your closet. I have a podcast, and I honestly, even with this microphone, I do my podcast in my closet. I have lots of clothes there. The acoustics are really, really good. If you have a place like your kitchen usually has higher ceilings, you're going to have a bit of an echo. I know how hard it is with virtual learning. Kids are kind of everywhere. If you're doing a video, put them upstairs if you can. My kids are older, so they have different issues. And they're all boys, all different issues. But so I understand all of the challenges. Maybe if you decide to do a lot of video, maybe then that's when you decide to get a mic, just so you know. People do need to hear what you have to say. Ask your audience if you don't know what they want to hear. So going back to answering questions in your videos, if you're just not sure what people ask you, ask them what they want to know. They'll let you know. They'll tell you. And just this last kind of like, dun, dun, dun. If you don't start showing up on video, your competitors will. I hate to say that because it sounds so like you better do this, but the truth is they're on there. And I find that a lot of people don't regret making this effort. They do not regret doing this. And I know you can do this. So I wanted to share with you, this is a free video series that I do have if you want a little more information from me. It is a video hack series that I created. It's a series of 3 videos. You will receive this one a day for 3 days. And then if you're also on this list, you'll be made aware of any special offers that I have. And you're welcome to sign up if they interest you. But if you're wanting this video hack series, you can sign up for it here, SherylTanMedia.com/waitlist. And I do also have a free masterclass that I know you're like this, I'm done. I do have a free masterclass tomorrow at 1:00 Eastern. And it's more about automation, but I will share that with you also if you sign up for this waitlist. So I'm going to stop sharing here. And what I wanted to do is take questions, but also go through your shots. And what I mean by that is if you wanted to raise your hand, and you can go into the chat function and raise your hand if you're interested in that. And I can go through and see what we can do to help make your shot look a little bit better, if that would be interesting to you. So let me go through the questions while you guys decide if that is something that you're interested in. And if I've missed a question, please let me know. By the way, I love when you share what you do in the chat, because one of the things that I've really found a lot of value in is seeing, first of all, where people come from. But this is not just a conversation between me and you, it's a conversation between you and everyone else in the room. And I know that in some of these chat rooms, people find other business collaborations and partnerships with people who join. So by you sharing what you do, other people might be like, hang on, oh, I need to connect with you because you do what I do in another city or whatever. And so that is the beauty of a room like this, is you can meet like-minded people, but also people who you might do partnerships with in the future. And so I would suggest saving the chat. What you can do in the chat is click the 3 dots and click Save Chat and follow up with people in the future if that's something that you're interested in. Okay. Cassandra has 14 boys. Oh. Bless your heart. So Zhao Di says 1 through 5. Amy says step 1 is where you have the most questions, that kind of you're a little bit stuck in positioning and promoting, especially 1. Perfect. Nataki asked, what is a DSLR? So a DSLR, I don't know what the official term is. I don't know. It is a higher end camera that allows you to add lenses that can give you that in-depth close-up look that you might need. It's probably not a hugely technical way to describe that, but a DSLR is something that allows you to have more functionality. So this is, for all intents and purposes, a point and shoot. It does autofocus, it does all the things for you, but a DSLR allows you to manually change things and make it the way you want it to be. Awesome. Cassandra said that it's a digital single lens reflex. I love that. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for. So Heather had a question. What is the appropriate time for a video that people will actually watch? I'm sure it makes a difference depending on what is going on, Facebook, YouTube, etc. This is a great question, and one I'm going to answer in a video at some point in the future. And you're going to be like, this is not really an answer. It depends on a lot of things. It depends on how well you know your audience. It depends on where that audience is. So if you have, and I know Heather I know has a very successful financial advisory business. You have a very close relationship with your clients. Your clients, like people who work with you already, are most likely going to be more willing to listen to an hour-long presentation from you in video more than someone who doesn't know you at all. And it all depends, right? So if you have a client who's been working with you for 15 years, loves you, you've helped him or her, and you said to this person, I have this hour-long workshop that's going to help you X, Y, and Z. Okay, done. Bring it to me, Heather. I'll watch it. But if you're on YouTube, what platform, by the way, are you looking at?
Probably more Facebook, because I understand that is like a better way to go. I would like to do some YouTube eventually, but Facebook is probably the way.
So let's say
Yeah.
Facebook, and you also have
And
people
LinkedIn.
on Facebook who are strangers and people who love you. And the strangers being just people who don't know they love you yet, right? But what will get people, and this is for all of us, what will attract people is something that they're interested in. So the more quickly you can get to the point of what they need to know, the more willing they will be to stick with you and continue. So let's say you give me a topic, Heather. Do you have one like that you might be interested in doing a video on?
Maybe like the best way for self-employed people to start saving money, as an example.
That's a great video. How many people would be interested in that?
Mm-hmm.
The best way for self-employed people to start saving money right now. So get started with it, right? You've got 3 tips. Give me 3 tips, give me 5 tips. Start off with that. Like, I don't need, and I'm going to mean this, I mean this with love and respect. I don't necessarily need you to tell me I'm Heather Brinkman and I own this business and I've been in business for 5 years. It's not that they don't care. It's that they don't care yet.
Yeah.
So if your title is 5 ways you can save money as a self-employed person, or 5 ways you can get yourself to wealth being a self-employed person, give it to me. What's tip number 1? Hey, are you self-employed and you're struggling trying to figure out how to pay yourself, pay your employees, and save for retirement? This video is for you. Tip number 1. Get another job. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's tough being self-employed. But I want us to get to the point quicker. So if let's say you're going to do, so to your question is, what are the appropriate time? The appropriate time is for however long you can get to your content that keeps people engaged. If you've got 5 tips, give me 5 tips. I don't want to say keep it under 2 minutes. I don't want to say keep it under a minute, because if you've got 5 tips, well, it might be 5 minutes. And if they're great tips, I'll watch. You want them to stay to the end. Like, you want a video that encourages people to stay to the end. The algorithms for all the social media outlets want you to stay on for like 20 minutes. So if you can create a 20-minute video that is compelling, bring it on. But that takes a little more effort. So what I tell people is to keep it as long as it needs to be, but no longer. So aim for 3 to 4 minutes. And that's just a guide. Like, aim for 3 to 4 minutes, because I think you can get your top 5 tips in that time. And I think you can bring it in that time. Keep me to the end. Okay. Yay. I can't wait to see that video. When are you going to shoot it? Oh, maybe after we're done. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So any questions? I don't see any more questions. So does anyone want to raise their hand? And Suda says she's going to shoot her video after we're done. That's awesome. And does anyone want to raise their hand, and I can either answer a question live or I can go through your shot, if that makes any sense. That sounds like a weird sentence, but I don't have anyone who's raised a hand. I don't see anybody. So Virginia is saying editing is a real hurdle. Oh, Virginia. Are you from Virginia? Oh, no, Virginia is your name, right? Virginia. Sorry. Cassandra said she loves how I said people don't care about your info yet. It's not that they don't care, is that they don't know yet that they're going to care. It's a pet peeve of hers that listening through the promo stuff in the beginning is a little presumptive. So a lot of times when I start webinars, I usually don't start by introducing myself. I usually forget, because I really want to get to the answer of what people are here for. Okay, so please let me know. I want this to be valuable, and I want you to leave with a plan. Like, that's always been my goal. Is anyone willing to raise their hand, and we could go through your shot? Just either raise your hand physically so I can see you. Nataki, cool. Nataki, I'm going to spotlight you, if I may. And will you unmute if you don't mind? Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's so good to talk with you. Where are you coming to us from?
Chesapeake.
Awesome. Yay. I'm in Virginia Beach, very close. Great to have you here. Okay. So you are looking up at the camera. So that must be, are you using like a webcam
Yes,
or, okay. And your monitor is,
in front of me.
okay. So is there a way to lower your camera a little bit?
Like that. Am I going the wrong way?
Yeah, well, so here's what I want. Here's what I want to do. First of all, let me ask you first. I was looking at your camera real quick and I got sidetracked. What do you do?
I am an office manager at the College of William and Mary, and I also have my own business called Copper Designs by Natika. So I like to, I make anything copper, jewelry,
Wow.
furniture piece, whatever.
That's cool. That's really cool. And you love doing that, I can tell.
Yes, I do.
Do you currently create videos?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Tell me how that's going because I can tell by your face that something's going on there.
I don't think that they're good.
Okay.
I mean, but I get views. People ask me questions from them, but I don't think they're the best quality.
Okay. Tell me why you think that and what kinds of videos do you create?
Well, I also work with like crystals and stuff, crystals and stones.
Yeah.
So I talk about what the crystals, like the metaphysical properties of the crystals and stones are, or I do sometimes I do videos on how I create whatever I'm creating.
Nice. Okay, so is it you on camera typically, or are you showing them something with the crystals or the copper jewelry, that kind of thing? What am I seeing when you are doing the videos?
Um, Sometimes the videos are just what I'm showing, and other times I'm on the video talking, but I hold up what I'm showing or trying to do.
Okay, I love that. I I am 100% on board with something that is visual. Okay, I need to fix. So when you're on video, when you're on camera shooting your videos, are you what phone or laptop are you using?
I have a Galaxy S10, I think.
Okay.
S10 Plus, a Galaxy S10 Plus.
I love it. Your camera is super clear here. Like you could use this one. I just need to have it lower. So can you all see she's not looking at me. She's looking up at the camera. So I want that for your next Zoom. I want to make sure that we know where you're looking. So everyone can see you and they love what they're seeing, but they want to see your eyes. So let's do that. One of the tricks I like to do is if you can raise your computer a little bit. So if you have like books or a shoebox, put it underneath your laptop and let's see how that looks. It's just angles. Like angles are a thing of beauty. When you're talking about like lighting, let's do that one more. Let's put it up a little higher. And you said this is a webcam, correct?
This is a webcam on my desktop.
Okay. Okay. So a little bit better. I still need it a little lower. So now I want you to like physically go to your webcam and change the angle so you're looking down at it. It's looking down at you. Do you shoot videos there, Nataki?
No, I shoot them off of my my phone.
Okay. So do you have a specific question that I can help you with?
That's definitely not it.
Do it.
I said the way that I moved my camera was definitely not it.
Do you have a specific question? Because I'm fiddling around with your shot here when you don't necessarily use this to shoot videos. Your camera is super clear. Love it. You are not looking in the right place, but I think you know that currently. What do you have a specific question? Because I want to be able to help you. Now, if you want, you can share your screen and we can see your videos because that might be a helpful thing too.
I will have to put all my videos are like on my phone or on my Instagram.
Oh, they're on Instagram? I can find your
Mhm.
Instagram. Is it on IGTV?
Yes, yes.
What's your Instagram?
I'm gonna type it because my name is uh
Okay.
Carpet Designs.
So I'm going to share my screen and
That's it on Instagram.
okay, hold on just a second. Let me see, what am I doing? Okay. You guys see Instagram, right? Okay. Let me see. Now I have to find my chat. Hold on. And you know, the thing about, oh, I don't see it, Nataki. I'm sorry. Where's your Instagram again? What's your
Uh,
title? I don't see it. I
it's
apologize.
copper underscore designs underscore by underscore Natika Nataki.
Copper underscore designs, right?
Yes.
That's it, right?
Yep.
Okay. You guys all see that? Okay. Cool. Okay. Is this a video or this a video? Which one in particular do you think we should look at?
Go. Okay, this the one with the no, none of those. None of those. Go down some. Yeah. Let me see.
Before you go, I'm going to share sound. Hold on just a second. I'm going to share sound. I'm going to come back to that, but I want to share sound as well. Okay, let's see. Technology is so good. Like, it's so good. All right, I'm sorry, which one, Nataki?
Let me see. Which one is the one with my hand with the
This one?
It's the stone I'm showing is black and white.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I think that's a video.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm live at Fly Girl Boutique, and then I actually realized something. It's rare that I have such a variety of my things out. So, like, here are some of the stones, the stone jewelry.
Is that a 47-minute video, Nataki?
So this is like, yeah, that was a live.
Okay,
so it's a shorter one. If you go up,
let me hang on. Let me. I'm going to say a couple things. Okay. So you may benefit. I love live, and it's highly visual. A couple of things. Okay. You may benefit from a microphone because that was really loud. The noise of the overhead music was really loud. And I have a resources page. It's CherylTanmedia.com/resources. And I have a $25 microphone that I use, that I plug into my iPhone, that you can also use. And you have a Samsung, I think you said, right?
yes.
iPhones need an adapter, you know, that dongle thing. Weird word. But Samsungs don't, but you can use that, or it does. You don't even need to use the one that I have in my resources page. You can just go to Amazon and find a little microphone, $25 that will plug into your phone. But that will help you if you're going to be live. When you are going live, this works for any one of you who are going live, if you're going to be hosting an event, is you want to set the room. Okay. You want to let people know what they're expecting or what they're going to, you want to set the expectations essentially. So if you'll remember when we started our journey an hour ago, just today, you and me, I try to set the room, and I'm not always hugely successful, but I try to say, hey, welcome. Here's what you're going to get. We're going to be together for the next hour and a half. We're going to talk about ways you can succeed in video, blah, 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 blah. And every time I do it, I'm like, I should have done it a little differently. But here is what I want you to think about is when you go live, you only have a couple minutes for people to know whether they want to stick around. you guys are kind of trapped. I mean, like you could have left, you can leave. I mean, I wouldn't have known, but really you're trapped, right? For a live video, a Facebook Live, any sort of video, people can jump off, they can leave, you'll never know, and you'll never be able to get them back, and you'll never know. So what you want to do is you want to start your video out with huge intention. Hey, I'm Nataki, thanks for joining us. This is what you're going to see. And then you can go like, literally that was 10 seconds. The next shot could be the jewelry, which I'm quite fascinated by. How many people are, I'm super fascinated by that. So if you had just given me, I mean, and you can be on camera, you don't have to be on camera. I want to see you, you're beautiful. It's up to you. But whatever it is, it's a, hey, I'm here at XYZ. This is a live video, or this is a live trade show, or whatever. I'm not sure what this is. That's what I mean. I'm not sure. But let me show you what I've got. Go there and then kind of go with what you're going to go. But you want to give people a roadmap. Some people can be really successful. And I'll tell you, like some people, they just sort of show up and people don't care. And, you know, they're a certain level of celebrity or whatever, and you'll watch them no matter what. But in the very beginning, as you're building an audience, let's make it easy. Let's give them a roadmap. Okay, we're going to be here for 45 minutes. I'm going to show you what kind of crystals I use in my jewelry, and then I'll take your questions. That's it. And I think that will help you. Any questions? I think that will help you in yourself as you're like thinking about how to structure your live video. It'll help you too. You'll know, whew, I'm done. We already did, like I did the thing about the crystal. I did the copper. I'm good. And see you next time.
I usually don't do lives. Somebody there told me, they were like, go live. But I usually don't do lives. I usually do just me talking.
Okay. I like live is easy. And what I mean by easy is live is done. When you're done, you're done. And it's a good skill to have. So thank you for showing that to me. Do you have another one you want to show me that is pre-recorded?
If you go, I think, this one, they'll say fluorite, that'll link to IGTV.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, no, it's not. That's not the right. Wait a minute.
Okay. You want me to get out of that one? Okay.
I want to, because it's one that I really did that is on IGTV. Let me see.
IGTV?
Yes, I did it on IGTV. I just have to.
Good for you, Nataki. You're doing so much video. It's so good. And we're just going to help you get a little bit better. And we all are just doing a little bit better every time. It's going to be it's good. Okay. So I'm on your IGTV.
Okay, cool. So it is, you know what? You could do that one that you had your hand on, because that's usually how I do it. Okay. The one I'm smiling.
This one with 39?
Sure, that's fine. Because that's usually how I do it.
Oh, hold on, guys. Can you hear? No, I can't hear that. Oh, I'm sorry. I get it.
I've made videos lately.
Hold on. Now I get it.
Hey, y'all. So I know it's been a while since I made a video. I'm back. I've been posting, but I just haven't made videos lately. But a client of mine asked me, could I make hair jewelry? And I was like, yeah. So they put me in my hair jewelry mode. So look at these, y'all.
I love that.
Y'all know I always been about that life. Y'all know me. I'm all about the life, all right? So, let me tell y'all about these. All of these are going under Natika's Vibe on copperjewelrybox.com. So, visit my website if you want them. Of course, you won't get these, but I'm going to make exact duplications of them, because these are mine, okay? But
don't touch them.
Protection, that anything black, it's protective. Okay, and then this one. Oh, and it's also made with 16 gauge. This one is a 16 gauge copper wire, but it's it has a silver coating over it. And then this one here Actually,
Nataki, I just want to say I love watching you on video. Seriously. Like
you.
you're so good. Here's a couple things I want to share with you that I
Okay.
think will benefit you and I think will benefit other people in the room. And I'm going to stop it just because I mean I can watch this later. You guys can all watch it later. Let's think about lighting, right? Lighting and angles will help you. And then I think too, as you are planning out your video. Now, I don't want you to script anything. I don't want you to do anything differently because your personality shows through 100% through this video. So I don't want you to change that part. I don't want you to I don't want you to do anything differently in that regard. But I do think, just like in the live video, I think if you gave people a roadmap in the very beginning, you would be more structured. And then, so this takes a little bit of work. Okay. So don't get me wrong. I don't want you to do anything. I am asking you to do something different, but I'm also going to, I think it'll make it better. Okay. I don't want you to change anything about you. You are nothing about you. Okay. But I think that as a viewer, and so I imagine you have people on your channel who are people who love you. They know you already. And so they see you as you, but you're trying to attract new people, right? So the people who love you are going to love you no matter what. And they're going to be fascinated by anything you do with your hair or the jewelry that you're creating. Okay. So those people already love you. That's why you can try this new thing that I'm telling you.
Okay.
Is to really start out by saying, and I'm fine with you saying, it's been a long time since I've posted. This is something I've been thinking about. I just want to share with you. And then you held up the new piece that the with the cross. Beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep it on that. Let's try that, right? So keep it on one topic. So if you're going to talk about you called it something. I'm sorry. What was it? What did you call it?
Hair jewelry.
The hair jewelry, but the hair jewelry with the cross, right?
Mm-hmm. It was an unk.
Yeah, an unk. That's right. So focus on that and then put that, because that seems like it's searchable. So put that those words in your description.
Okay.
But focus on just that. Okay. So maybe, and I loved how you were saying, like, so if you're going to focus on that, focus on all of that. So if you're going to talk about the unk jewelry, what it is,
mm-hmm.
how you wear it, how you make it, and what you have available to sell that looks like it. So I don't know if that's what you do I don't know if that's what you do in this video. While I love your video and I love your personality, it seems a little unfocused. I need a little more focus as a stranger. I'm a stranger. I need a little more focus. If you're going to talk to me about the unk jewelry, tell me. You're going to show me how to make it. You're going to show me where I can buy it. You're going to show me how I wear it. You're going to show me why I love it.
Okay.
So just be really clear. Focus me on what I'm going to learn and why I need to know about it. Now, and it doesn't mean that you can't talk about other pieces that you have in your hair, but that's a different video, right?
Okay.
Like you could have another video on what I'm wearing in my hair today. That's a whole other video. What I'm wearing in my hair today. But then this video is about the specific unk jewelry that you are going to show me how to make or how to use or how to buy it, that kind of thing. The other thing, this is my last piece, is let people know at the end. And again, I haven't gotten to the end of your video yet, but let them know what they do next. Give people a job. So my homework for you guys is to talk to yourself, right? And to sign up for my wait list, to sign up for my video series. But for you, it's going to be to go to your Etsy shop, to maybe you even want, the call to action for your videos, they don't have to be the same every time. But for this, it could be, hey, if you have a piece of unk jewelry of mine, or if you have one of your own, put it on and share it with me in my DMs or something like that. So it doesn't have to be the same, but give them some homework.
That's kind of what I did in my latest one. I focused on just the fluorite.
Oh, good. Good.
All I did was talk about that and why I like it and why I use it, and I invited people that if they had any questions or if they had their own stories about it, to share them with me.
Did they do that? Did they respond?
No.
Give it some time, girl. That was really good. And so don't lose you, but incorporate a little bit more of the focus, if you will, that could help you, could help strangers understand what you're trying to do. And so focus within the video, focus on the titles. Titles are really important, and give them a call to action that makes sense for the video that you've created. Okay, the last part is how you look at the video, right? So you want to face the light. I need you to always face the light. So you were getting a little washed out because you were not facing the right way. So just if you ever watch my teenage neighbor, she's always facing the light. That's all. So the next time you shoot a video, just face the light. Just if you remember nothing, and I not being there while you're shooting, it's hard for me to see, but automatically I think it will up level the look of your video if you just turn your chair so the light is on you, as opposed to behind you. Okay,
cool.
All right, awesome. Was that helpful?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you are more than welcome. Was that helpful?
Yes, very much so.
Does anyone have I'm gonna pop you back down. Let's see, did I take the spotlight off you, Nataki? I can't tell.
We're seeing you.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Still me. Okay. And anyone else? Does anyone have a question? Lisa says, I love her videos because she looks very natural and comfortable for what she was doing. Not too much makeup. Awesome, right? You've got some new fans. I love it. I love it. Okay, who else? Raise your hand or, Heather. Awesome. Hey, Heather.
Hey, hi.
I'll let you.
So can I just ask so this is, well, it does look dang crowded. Okay. So I have my office, but I don't really go there very often. So this is my home office.
Okay.
Is it totally, I always question myself, do I have too much stuff? Probably
Yeah.
too much stuff.
Yeah, it's a little much, but I mean, I don't have any judgment. Like, I mean, it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, here's the thing. So people can ding me about my background. You can be like, that's a terrible background, but you're not looking at anything other than me. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at your books, Heather, and I'm like, what is that red book behind you? That looks like fun. Yeah. I want the focus to be on you. So is it a pain? Yes. Cause my, it's a mess. It is a hot mess over here. Take some of the books away, and you've got a beautiful cabinet. Take them away, put them back when you're done with your videos. I always like to raise the camera a little bit. So are you on a laptop?
Yeah. I'm on a laptop, and I've got my Logitech camera, and my camera is, or my computer is on top of a box, because I learned that from you way early on during COVID. Yeah. But it needs to be a little higher. Is that what you're saying?
Take one of the books behind you. Take the red book, right? You don't need a lot.
Yeah.
So, take a tiny red book and put it underneath.
Okay, and just put that under. Okay, so just a little bit higher.
Let me just see it. It may not be necessary, but I want to see it. I just want to.
I can't see because I've got. Oops, sorry.
It's okay.
So, but now I probably just moved everything.
It's all good. So now, so your camera is like mine. It's like right above, right? And so so just sort of picture this. If you move all of the stuff off of, you're like, Cheryl, are you kidding me? Yeah. So if I tell you to just move it.
Move it.
Okay. Then you might have more of the focus on you.
Okay.
Kim Alicia suggests, would you suggest purchasing a backdrop if your background isn't great or too busy? Okay, I'm going to address that in just a moment. So I don't think you need to do that, Heather. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. Do you have a light on you?
Yeah, there's a light up here.
Okay,
so I have front light. And so, during the day, like I started out this morning and I needed light so I could see how
okay.
now.
tell me, what did you just do? Did you?
I turned off my light and it just popped. It takes a second for my camera to adjust.
Interesting.
So now this is just front light that's kind of diffused through my window coverings.
Yeah. You have a window covering that separates you?
Yeah, from the window. So yeah, I'm in my, well, it used to be a living room that turned into a office.
A new post-COVID office,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So
this is a little harsh on you. It's the light is a little harsh on you, but I like it better than having the overhead light on you.
You really? Okay.
I do. So here's what you might have to do. And I don't hate it.
Blinds a little more.
Might have to close the blinds. You might have to do that. Don't hate it. I do not hate it. And this is not going to stop you from doing videos.
Okay.
Like, I don't want this to stop you from doing anything that you would normally do, but it is a little harsh.
Okay.
You guys see what I'm saying? Like,
right?
Yeah, it's a little too bright. So what that might mean is you shoot videos in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. Cause the light changes probably and at different, it's always like that.
It's a cloudy day. So it's kind of weird that it does look so bright.
Interesting. So wait, is there a better time of the day that might work for you? Wait, what was that?
Some powder to blot my skin because I look super shiny.
You're funny. Do you think that there's a time of day, like here at 2 p.m, the light here will blow me out. I can only shoot videos in my office at 10 a.m.
Yeah, that's probably.
So if that is
morning.
And so for you, maybe it is also backing up just a bit. Like, so back up just a bit. Better. Move the computer up to you. Move your, there's a huge difference there. Move the camera closer to you now.
Okay.
And now, what I want you to, so I'm imagining all the stuff behind you that's off.
So we'll get rid of all of it.
Yeah. And no, you don't have to do it now. But it seems a little crooked and I can't figure out why. It could be your webcam.
It could be. You never know. I may not have put it on right.
Could be. So play with that.
Okay.
What do we think, guys? Like, automatically, I like it. I like it. I definitely like it. And it speaks to your clients. It speaks to your customers. It speaks to the people who don't even know they want to be your client and customer, because what you're doing, and what I want you to do is lower that a little bit so that you lower the space between the top of your head. Just a little.
Yeah, I can see. Only because, okay.
The other, what do you think, guys? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Thank you.
It is a little crooked and I can't figure out why.
Yeah, I don't know why.
So if it is, cheat it. Just cheat a little bit. So go into the corner. You see where the corner is behind you to your left?
I've never noticed it being.
I know. I wouldn't notice it, except people they ding me for that. They always tell me my lampshade's crooked or something. I don't know. So what you do is you cheat a little bit. So I want you to go into the corner, put your butt into the corner.
Put my what?
Like, move your chair into the corner of the desk.
Oh, okay.
The other way.
Okay.
Can you move your camera?
I can move my camera.
Perfect. No. Can you move your laptop?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Where should I go?
So move into the corner. So again, you're going to clear the books behind you. Okay. I'm just trying to cheat the angles a little bit.
Gotcha. So
you use that as your background as opposed to what's behind you as your background.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So now you've got can you tilt your computer, swing it to the other way. Can you swing it the other way now? Other way. Sorry. Yeah, yes. Yeah. That way. Keep going.
Sorry.
Keep going.
Well, then I don't think you want to see that mess.
Oh, that's interesting.
So mess all around, right?
Yeah. Girl, look, no judgment. Mine is a hot mess. So, but do you see that even by moving that angle just a little bit, you're not straight on?
Right.
And this could work in your favor.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Perfect.
And so it just means pushing your butt into that corner where the desk is.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Show me the finished product.
I will. I'll do that later.
That sounds not that convincing.
No, I know I will. I just have a lot of books to move, darn it. So I have a lot of stuff to move.
Look, yeah, if I could, I'm not going to do it. I should one day. There's a lot of books everywhere here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of books. Gotcha. So I apologize ahead of time. But by you doing that though, that I'm already happy. I'm happier.
Okay, good.
I am happier.
Okay, that's great.
I think I've got time for one more. If anyone has a specific question, we could do that again. And seriously, Heather, I'd love for you to shoot me a picture or post that somewhere so I can see that. Anybody else? I'm going to pull you off of that. Anyone has a question or want to do that with their setting or anything like that? I can only see some of you for some reason, but okay, Sudha.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Oh, hi.
Hi, I'm going to put you on Spotlight.
Oh, thanks.
Should I do that? Oh, I have to unspotlight you, Heather. Sorry. Stop video. Remove Spotlight. Okay. Sudha, nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Cheryl. How are you? This is
I'm
really
great.
exciting. You inspired me to change my background.
Oh, good. Okay, so I want to address that background picture. So Kim Alicia asked, and it ties into what I'm going to say to you, would you suggest purchasing a backdrop if your background isn't great or too busy? And I would say no. And the reason I say no is because there's special lighting. And I am saying no. There's special lighting that you need to consider when you have a backdrop. Like there just is. So like Sudha's arm just disappeared because of lighting. So I do not want to see you in a background. I do not want to see that unless you have special lighting and like a technician who can help you with that, because you're going to lose. Yeah. So no green screens. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm really sorry.
I understand, but I'm in a really cramped place. I mean, I don't even have space to put a chair here. I did buy a new office chair.
Okay.
And there's no space.
Well, would you consider showing me? Would you consider showing us your background and let me see what I can do with it?
I don't know how to undo what I've done. I seriously don't know.
Go to your video where it says stop video. So don't stop video, but click on the little caret that goes up, and you should be able to click on video settings and take your.
Yeah, I'm there. Mirror my video, right? Is that it?
And what? I'm sorry.
Mirror my video. No, mirror is just changing it.
Yeah, no, there should be something that allows you to stop your virtual background from there.
I just put it, so let me go to advanced and see if I can do that.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, do you want to keep going, or do you? I mean, it's practically impossible because I have a closet like right behind me. I don't have space to move my chair. So I'm sitting on a stool with two books under me. I've done everything I could. I've closed the door. I just changed a couple of frames. That's why I was gone in the middle. To make it
no worries. I mean, here's what I would suggest for people who do have a challenging background, like, and it's okay, is find a white wall. There's got to be a white wall, a wall somewhere that you can sit in front of. Is it ideal? No, not really. You want a little bit of depth.
A white wall, like in front of me? I'm sitting in front of a window, so the lighting you're seeing is natural lighting on my face. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. Okay. I can't hear anyone, so.
I think we just lost Cheryl.
Yeah, she's frozen, I think.
Okay,
yeah, she was frozen and she disappeared. But yes, we could hear you.
Okay. I thought like nobody can hear me because I couldn't hear anyone. Oh, okay. I'm stuck being in San Francisco. I can't help it.
Go down to your start video down on the lower left-hand corner and hit the little caret.
Okay, I did that. Start video.
You see that? And then choose virtual background. You see that?
But I don't see any caret. Do you see? Like...
it's that little upward arrow under stop.
Okay, got it. Yeah, okay.
You go into choose virtual background.
Okay.
And there you should have an option to hit none.
Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, got
it. And that should work.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I think it worked. Right? Okay, yeah, you don't know that it worked. Yeah.
And Cheryl, okay. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Back in a moment.
Okay, let's. What happened? Let me just.
So I'm gonna. And this is, I'm just, because Cheryl's not here, I'm gonna show you something else that's kind of cool if we can do it. If everyone hits that, although everyone looks really great. If you go to the HP, under that stop video and the little caret, and there's the video settings, and you go into video settings, and then on kind of the right side, it says, it'll already hit mirror my video, but touch up my appearance. It has been a godsend.
Really?
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, I actually did that.
Okay, so you've got that, but that usually like makes everything a little bit. It just, I don't know. I think it's 10 years off my skin.
Ooh, I take it. We'll have to look at the camera and talk. Yeah, it feels weird.
But your video, okay, so if I were Cheryl, I'd be telling you, you need to move your camera or your video up. Right now we're seeing way above your head.
Yeah, I actually, if I sit on an office chair, it'll be here, but I'm sitting on a step stool. This is bizarre.
But where's your camera? Where's your camera?
I can't move. I'm on a desktop, which has a huge screen, and it's a pop-up camera. So if I want to disable, I have to put the camera down. So it's really high. Actually, it's very high.
So you cannot put books under it?
Yeah, I'm sitting on two big books. I'm sitting on two of the biggest books I have.
Okay.
And yeah. And
you can't, and you cannot move your computer up or your.
It's a desktop.
Oh, no.
I should just go on my laptop and I can do something. But this is a really good place. I mean, everything is good. I have a huge screen. I have my screen is, I don't know how big it is. It's like the biggest it can get. It's like, so I don't have to strain my eyes. That's my whole thing. And that's why I literally just got it because all of the pandemic, all I did was sit on my screen. And I said, this is going to ruin my eyes. So I got like this massive thing.
Right.
And it's great, actually. It's a problem, actually. I have to scroll so much to find things, But
yeah.
I mean, it's like getting two, how these people, they get 2-3 monitors. So I can open 2-3 windows on this and I can, don't tell anyone. I actually work on other things while I'm on Zoom calls and all. So I just
very techy.
Yeah.
So does anybody else have any?
Hi, everybody. This is Deborah. We're having a little bit of a technical issue. Cheryl's trying to log back in. Please give us a moment.
Thanks, Deborah.
Yeah, you can keep asking everyone questions, Heather. You're doing a good job.
I'm your commentator for now. So does anybody else ever have any other helpful tips for, I mean, I don't know if you can't make your chair higher. Do you have like a little, I don't know, step stool? So I guess if you were making a video, standing up is awesome because when you just stood up, you were like right there.
Yeah.
You think you were almost there.
Yeah, that's great. Actually,
you know what I
realize
mean?
that. I actually need to stand.
Although your head, I think your head is cut off. I just can't see it all. Hold on.
Okay. I'll have to just stand behind, right? Can you still hear me?
Come forward. Come forward. And come more to the, yeah. Well, at least now you're
I can move the screen.
But you don't have any place that has just a white background or just clear.
I could go on my laptop actually for this, but.
Hey, can anybody hear me?
Oh yeah, yay.
Oh, good, you're back.
I'm so sorry, y'all. It's Zoom, it's crazy. And okay, I apologize. I know that we're going a little long. So what I want to do is just give you a bit of homework. I know people have left, but they know what my homework is already, is I would really want you to take the next 7 days and talk to yourself, okay? Because that will force you to find locations in your home where video is a possibility. We're just training our brain. I want us to look like Heather, I love your shot 100% more.
Yeah. She's gone.
She's gone again. So did anybody get into the SherylTanmedia.com/waitlist? Because for some reason I can't find it. Or maybe I did.
Is that like a landing page?
That's what I thought. Can anybody pop in and talk?
I was just gonna make a comment about, is it Suda's picture for a second? Can you look out of focus? I was wondering if you didn't do the, you might have the video setting for touch up my appearance too high, because what it does is it blurs your face to blur out wrinkles and things. So sometimes you don't want it as high as it can be because you're all blurred out. And you might want to play with it and put it back down to less of a touch up to see if you get more in focus. And I actually like the depth of your background that you have now. I like the flowers on the side like it is. And I think if you just, cleaned up some of the, just moved a few things out of the way, that could actually be a decent background. Because I've noticed a lot of the actors and people that I've watched on video that are at home, they'll show a lot of their house. You can see like 2 different rooms behind them, and it actually does look good.
I love what everyone is saying. It's so good to hear everyone. Can you guys hear me? And can you see me? I'm not even sure.
Is that Cheryl?
It's me.
Cheryl, we can hear you, but we can't see you. So.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. So I'm just going to be like the voice coming from above. Before we get kicked off again, because something is going weird with Zoom, my homework for you is to do the 7-day Talk to Yourself challenge. So please do that. And let me know if you can join me. I've got a free Facebook group. You can join me on and so hang on, Nataki said I was able to get to the waitlist page. Right. So you can sign up for my video series. You can find me on Instagram or LinkedIn. But my goal is to get you to video. For all my clients and students, my goal is to get you from 0 to video. And the way to do that is to get you shooting video. Whether you put them on social media like Nataki will, because I know you'll do that. You already have a really strong social media presence. Or whether you create video for yourself that then you'll get the confidence to do more of to then post on social media. The goal is from 0 to video. And I apologize, I was not able to answer any more questions. What I encourage you to do is sign up for the next series of webinars. So it's February 23rd and March 23rd. It's with ODU, and we will delve deeper into the processing, like how you actually make that happen when you've got a business to run, a job to do, family. And we'll talk about that, and we can do more audits on your background. And so Suda, I like that better than the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, I like that a lot better. So if you have questions,
Heather did a great job. Thank you, Heather.
Oh, yeah, Heather's amazing. And
I
again,
just feel so much better because I didn't even want to put my video on. Like I think there are like more than half the people haven't turned their videos on.
I think too, we have to understand that we're all in this together, and connecting with the people in this community. You'll start to see familiar faces. It is invaluable. And I really, really appreciate the time that you've spent with me. I want you to take the stuff that we've talked about today and really put it into action. And if you get stuck, please reach out to me and let me know how I can help you. Okay. Thank you so much. I will see you on February 23rd or tomorrow if you guys want to join me for my next thing that I'm doing. And in the meantime, please keep creating videos and find me on social media. Send me an email because I would love to see your videos. I say that to everybody. I can't wait to see them. Have a great morning, a great afternoon, and keep creating. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.